going on to VLAN mismatches, which I believe is a bit harder. So, as we can see, actually, before I go into this VLAN, I'm going to quickly explain what VLAN is. So, VLAN is basically a virtual LAN or a virtual local area network. We have physical LANs and we've got a virtual LAN. So, I'm not going to go into depth with explaining VLANs. It's a really simple concept. It's the most basic thing, really. So, you can quickly have a quick Google on it and then come back to this video and explain the rest to you. So, a VLAN mismatch happens when two of our devices are in different VLANs and we are trying to communicate them. Now, for two devices which are in a VLAN to communicate, it's like duplex, they have to be in the same VLAN. So we can't have this thing in VLAN, let's just say VLAN 100 and this thing in VLAN 10. They won't be able to communicate. There will be a clear indication that they can't. So for now, I set both of these to VLAN 10. Let's quickly create VLAN 100. I don't really care. So we're going to call this to, this is going to be fast ethernet 0/2. I'm going to put this as switch port access to VLAN 100. Now quickly exit this interface. Now before, actually, oh no, I made a mistake there. I was hoping I could quickly show you that they could communicate before when in the same VLAN, but I changed them so it's too late. So I'll quickly ping it 5.5.5.2 with 2 packets because I'm too lazy. As you can see, the requests have timed out. It's pretty simple. Why? Now let me quickly just tell you, it's not like the internet's gone. I think NS lookup should also work on here as well. I think it was not connected to anything, so I doubt it will, but no, I don't think NS lookup's going to be working on here. So let's just wait for that thing to finish. So as you can see, we can't communicate the two devices. Now you might be asking me, well, if this is on my network and I can't communicate my devices, how am I going to know that, you know, my devices are in like different VLANs of crisis? So we can use the show VLAN brief command, and you should be able to see that in VLAN 100 right here we got fast ethernet 2, and in VLAN 10 right here we got fast ethernet 1. So the ports that we connect to the switch are fundamentally different, so you can use that command. This is just basic stuff. It's not that complicated. So as you can see, the DNS requests have timed out and blah blah blah. It's because it's not actually connected to a physical, you know, connection to the internet. So that's pretty much it for VLANs. I'll quickly just go and put them back into the same VLAN to show you that if they're in the same VLAN, they can still communicate. Let's call this VLAN, this interface, I can't type today, fast ethernet 0/2. We'll put this into switch port access to VLAN 10. If I exit this, they both should be in the same VLAN. So actually, let's just check that they are. I might have made a mistake earlier, just in case. Show VLAN brief. Yeah, they're both in the same VLAN. Yeah. So what should happen is now when I ping 5.5.5.2 with, let's just say, 4 packets, yep, straight away the TTLs where everything's fine, everything's working, and everything's back to normal. So that is that for VLAN mismatches.